What's up, everybody? Welcome to Trap Flicks Live. We got the hottest shit, we got the hottest people, and that's why today we got a very special guest, the one and the only JT, the bigger figure, my pops.
Hey man, happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. Happy to be representing with my son. Excited to see what you got to talk about.
Well, shoot, we just going off the dome with this
Yeah,
one.
come on with it.
We're gonna see what we got out of that. So, the very first thing I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
How did you get so fucking good?
Good, like good?
Good at rapping. That's
Okay,
the
rapping.
one thing.
As a performer.
As a performer.
I think it's really just being hungry for so many years. It's like a hobby that turned into a job that turned into independent business. So, practicing your craft though is how you get good. So there's a lot of practice that I didn't do, but I had enough in me to just naturally.
So you
spit
just,
my
you had
bars.
the
Like,
talent.
it's like the talent that's naturally there. I can't put nothing there that's not there, unless I practice on something different. But putting out so many albums over the years, I always knew my strong point was business. So the rapping, it kept my name going long enough so I can make business happen. Yes, that's how
Because
it
you
was.
were also a major producer. You was out there producing for hella people. I remember I was in my car listening to a Drew Down tape, and motherfucking you hopped on the show. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing here?
Yes, sir.
I was like, he
Yes,
was
sir.
out here moving around, working with all types of motherfuckers.
Well, making beats was, once I knew I wanted to be a rap artist, and then I saw this guy named Dr. Dre. He was a beat maker, but he had an album. I mean, he rapped with NWA too, so he make the beat and he rap. We had a guy named Ant Banks in the Bay Area. He rap, he make beats. Shine T, rap, make beats. So waiting for producers to get your beats made, sometimes you could get frustrated. So I always knew I wanted to learn how to make beats. Once I seen people like my beats, of course they heard them on my album first. Then I did the GLP, San Quinn, Demo the Youngster, Seth the Gaffler, Rich the Factor, produced with Master P, RBL Posse, E40. Like the early years, right? So making beats was definitely another angle that made me valuable in the rap game in the Bay Area and others that came from around the country. So business mixed with rapping, mixed with knowing how to make a beat, that's how I stayed in business because I just kept doing those things. Sometimes rapping paying more, sometimes beat making paying more, sometimes not doing either one and just being the executive producer, paying for it, putting the project out. That gave me money also. So it was a combination. It led from, okay, I'm pretty cool with the raps. Let me practice making beats. They like my beats. Let me do management. Let me executive produce. Let me figure out the other angles because there's no one set way to get the money. Because if you only got one track mind, you might get disappointed.
So would you say that doing the executive producing and putting people out there, would you say that that was a catalyst for you starting the magazine?
I started the magazine because the other magazines wanted too much money. And I saw how much money they was charging and I figured I can get out here and take people pictures, get interviews, sell the front cover. Once I understood the pricing of magazine making, you pay your writer, your photographer. So I stopped paying photographers, so I became the photographer. This is where I learned, like, shit, I could save all this money because I'm paying a lot to get pictures. But if I buy the same camera he got and then I go take the pictures, I can practice until I get good. It was another form of learning how to make beats or being in the studio. It was another element that paid me money as an independent. All my interviews wasn't the best because I'm typing them up, misspelled words, all type of stuff. But the people still was happy to be in it because I actually would get the magazine done pretty quick, print it up, and we could be out before the end of the month. So once I proved that I'm gonna drop every month, that's when the money really started rolling in, because people could depend on, hey Jay, I want a 2-page spread in front of my barbershop, or I want to put my album out. I want a 2-page spread and interview. I want to pay an extra $1,000 to be on the front cover or the back cover. So the rap game led into more things about just business. If you can get the job done, sell it. I had to get out there and let people know I had a magazine, but that was a evolution of selling tape, CDs, and DVDs. It went to magazines, because now I'm selling pages for 200, 300. It's 96 pages. 2-page spread going for 500. It costs 5,000 to print 5,000 books, or 7,000 to print like 5,000 books. So being able to make $12, $14, $15, $16,000 off the magazine, and I only got to pay $5,000 to $7,000, that was where the profit was at. So as long as people kept liking their pictures, I kept going. Yeah.
Nah, that's good shit. That's good shit. Cause I remember I still got a whole backlog of magazines somewhere in the house.
Sitting up somewhere.
The
collection, man.
The collection. I got a whole
Collector
collection
items.
of shit. Nah, yeah. Very valuable stuff. I'm sure somebody's probably looking to take it off my hands.
Yes.
You're gonna have to wait a little while, but let's see.
With it, man.
But okay. So how about movies? You're a mixed media kind of guy. You're just kind of all over the place with the shit.
Yes.
Movies was happening around the same time as you were still rapping and doing the magazine. Was the movies around the same time as that?
The movies didn't get serious or didn't become an idea until 1998, 97, 98 is when it got exciting, because Master P absolutely stopped talking about it and made a movie called I'm Body. Got a song on there, got a few little second clip in the movie. I got real motivated when I saw I'm Body. I'm like, shit, he come from where I'm from. Let me make me a little hood movie. So that was 98, 99, I released it, called Beware Those, featuring Mac Mall and a bunch of guys from Fillmore. And that was my beginning of creating a film. Learning how to film it, then you gotta color it, then you gotta sync your mouth with the picture. Like back then, it was a different process than it is today. It's much easier, but remember how hard it was, where I gotta sit there, watch every clip, then I gotta type in the number of the scene that I want. It's like giving that list to the editor, and then he puts it together. Like, it was way harder. Now you can film it on your iPhone, iPad, edit it yourself. It could be out by tonight.
Change.
Welcome to the future.
Future is now.
Yeah, welcome to the future.
That's crazy. So then, what about Independent Game, when you got Snoop Dogg on there?
His scene actually came from him doing something with a bunch of independent artists. And he invited me over there. So of course I bring my cameraman, and it's like a little conference that's in this room with just a bunch of rappers, producers, and they was trying to get a better understanding of the independent game and digital distribution and Empire or Orchard, TuneCore, CD Baby. A lot of guys didn't know about that. So at this meeting, the scene with me and Snoop is what I filmed at the meeting. But I was actually making a movie about the independent game. So filming the scenes with Young Thug, Migos, Zaytoven, Gucci Man, Future. You know, these are the real people that I was working with at the time. So the footage, when you look at it, you could tell it's not like we was making a movie. It just looked like this is what we really doing. So that's how that movie came about, and that's how Snoop ended up in that movie. But prior to that, me and Snoop started the magazine called Mandatory Business Magazine. So we got to shout Snoop out for his part, you know, and helping me to launch a lot of things. You know, being affiliated with a tycoon, it always helps you with whatever you're doing. Now, you got to be a guy hanging out with a superstar, but if you don't get nothing done while you with the superstar, then you just got memories of hanging with a superstar. So that wasn't going to be my legacy with Snoop. It will be that I appreciate him taking me around the world, showing me the independent game, the part that he knew, not independent, the major, how to be a major, how to move majorly. Like, you know, the things I learned from him And then I applied on my little small level, you know. Everybody got the path that they have. You can't look at somebody else's path and wish so much that was your path. You just gotta keep working on your path, and you will find out your path fits your life. Because sometimes you can want riches and fame and all of that, but if we got it, we could lose it fast as we get it, because riches and fame and money and power in a lot of young black men's hands, you know, if you come from the streets, then you definitely buying a lot of guns and you got a lot of shooters around, and you know, you might get more antsy. Now you got a murder charge. All up because you got your big deal, but part of the deal in your mind was, I'm getting more guns, I'm getting more dope, I'm gonna have the hood on fire, because that is the element we come from. So, but as you get older, you could see like, okay, yeah, it look good right here, but shit, I think I need to go the path that could help me get further. That don't mean you're not hood no more, but it definitely means you gotta be responsible. Once your bubble comes, so many had hit their big lick, and then now they don't even know how to get back up because they got put in that position. You got a deal. We made you famous. You didn't pass out no flyers. You didn't sleep in no car. You didn't drive over here. You didn't get an understanding of the independent game. So you come from nothing to something, and that's how they can finesse you out of your money and your wealth. So that's good game right there.
That's good game right there. Now, you're a man of many ups, many downs. What do you think the highest point of your career has been so far?
Where I'm at today. The highest point of my career is surviving all of the shit in the streets the industry had to offer, to still be alive right now. There was some great high moments, but nothing feel better than making it to 50 years old. My family here, you know, I'm independent. I don't owe nobody nothing. I made my investments. I took my licks like a man. I thought of things like this Trap Flicks thing, that I had a vision that this is what's gonna pay me my retirement money. It ain't me rapping. It ain't the movie I make. It's me owning software. It's me coming with new content. It's me inviting my son that's a genius in this world, and now you actually here. That's the highest thing, to see my 21-year-old son interviewing me with some technology. I don't know how to do that shit, but you in there pushing buttons and it look real easy. I put it on mine, I can't turn it on, but on his, it look like it's, but like this accomplishment, like to know mom's happy, my wife happy, my children happy. Maybe it's a lot of people in the world not, but man, I took my family to Africa, but to make it home alive. Remember, they was blowing buses up there. They was kidnapping, spraying villages down right up the freeway. They could have easily, you know, I don't know how they picked where they gonna do their hit, but we was there, you know. But I was like, man, I come from America. They do drive-bys for nothing. You could get shot at the gas station. You could get, you know, so it seemed like this was more dangerous than that. But as an accomplishment to be sitting here talking about it, I think this a high point, because I got a history of a lot of things that's valuable by me talking on this mic to the public, right? Me sharing it, it helps somebody else be like, okay, boom, I'm going through something similar, or I want to do that, but I heard how Fig did it, maybe I'll follow that same path, or I got a better path. But the knowledge of writing a book right now from my words, and asking me certain questions, and then I answer it, and it's a whole book full of notes and gems, and you know, what's the high point, what's the low point, you know. The thought process of me talking right now is what make me feel some kind of way, like, man, I'm talking with my son right here. Imagine that, and he the one filming and got the gadgets going. That's dope. I'm proud, man. I see the world proud, but they know I'm proud of you. Like, he keep posting this son, he keeps saying, man, I'm proud, I got my son. And whatever ups and downs you have on your journey doing this with me, every time we ain't gonna smile together, but that don't mean the love and want to see you go further. But sometimes a dad, he don't know how to say it nice. Right. So that's why I be like, son, I love you, but I gotta say it, because the dad supposed to say it kind of rough. You know, moms,
the moms
oh my
drive
son,
for all that.
it's gonna be okay. And dad like, nigga, fuck that, man. What the fuck you doing, bro? You mess and play. You can't see. A dad don't want to see the son miss plays while he young and got opportunity. If you catch the plays now, your 30-year-old life will be different than your 20-year-old life. And if you thinking about the future, you automatically thinking, well, God keep me alive. I hate to be a bum ass nigga in my 40s. Or having to depend on this lady or depend on these niggas to front me some. Or, like, it's guys in their 40s that's 39 turning 40 and they still having issues of when they was in their 20s. Because sometimes we don't know really what our real path is, so we might gamble with a different path that might send your life in another direction for a few years. And you gotta bounce back. I thank God a lot for blessing me to stick to what I wanted to do. Even though I might have drifted in different areas, it always was, I gotta make a movie to feed the family. I gotta find some customers in these projects. I gotta get a compilation done and sell it to these white folks. I gotta get a bunch of content together within 1 month so that I can have $100,000 months in like a month or two if I can get 100 projects. Back when I first was doing digital, you could be loading up 100 whack albums and then be having to check for 100,000, 60,000 on any given month. Moving to Atlanta, that became the thing that I was able to maintain the family and maintain the independence because I was running distribution for mixtapes. While they was giving them out, I was distributing them. Free mixtape, cool. That bitch going up for sale. Through this new thing called streaming. Then I started paying artists like, shit, let me buy an album from him, let me buy hella verses from him, you know, mix and match. Me and Gucci Man, fuck it. Me and Kevin Gates, me and Future and Scooter. It don't matter. I'm like, cause I see when you put these guys on the project, it do good. It's like an investment. But software coming to an end though, after Africa, after movie making, after this hood life shit, doing this building, which I had a couple buildings in my past. I'm happy to be talking from my building. I'm happy that the software up and running. I'm happy to see the updates on the software. I'm happy to see the clients and customers that's coming in and they appreciating and they saying it's dope. Hey, Fig is dope, I like it. You know, it's just the beginning. So that's why I feel like this is my highest moment right now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit, man. Now tell me about the migration to Atlanta. How was that process? When you first left, I was about 8, so this is what, like 2010?
Yeah, 2010, September 1st, we left. I mean, I came down here for a couple times on a visit with Zaytoven, and then I was getting familiar with some of the artists out here. So I always felt in this city, this was industry orientated. It's a lot of rap concerts. Damn, they got a lot of clubs. What the hell? Like in Cali, we don't see 25 clubs in the same city. Like, if it is, I don't know about it. But when we was coming in the Bay, like it wasn't 25, 30. They up all night. They shaking with no clothes on. Damn, this is amazing. Like, you know, but being a rapper, and knowing I could catch a new buzz out here. But the buzz didn't come quick. I had to do magazines. So magazines was my first transactions that the streets was giving me money for. After that, I was giving them money for compilations once my money went up and joint albums. So the move out here, I think it was pretty easy because it was the difficult part of being an outsider coming around these neighborhoods. You're an outsider. What the hell you doing here? Okay. I seen this wasn't no easy city, that it was just gonna be easy because I'm JT from Cali, so I already knew I can't live off my old fame. The older dudes might know, the younger dudes don't know, so I can't get no credit about being JT back in the day with Master P. Like, that sounded like an old man. So I had to come back and I introduced myself as an artist. My name, Big Panamera. And after that, they didn't know who the fuck that was. It was a new dude. They don't know I'm finna be 50. They didn't care. I had the money and I could get on stage and rap and promote myself. So as an OG, I proved to OGs when you get older, you might have to reinvent yourself if you get access to a city that can help you blow. Yep, the family transition pretty good. You know, the family life down here was pretty good. So yep, it was pretty easy. I'm still happy to be here. This is the headquarters. They stuck with me out here.
Okay.
Yeah, they stuck with me. As much as I want to be everywhere else, but Atlanta stuck with me.
All right. So, if I remember correctly, it was 9 years ago, pretty early in your time in Atlanta, that you came up with Trapflix.
Yes.
What led to that?
Making movies in the year 2014, I made 10 movies. At the end of the year, I was in pursuit of getting a deal for those movies. The doorway to Netflix was approximately $15,000 per movie. That means 10 movies, $150,000 with a 5-year commitment that I wouldn't probably have no power over my films, and I don't know how much royalties I would have made. I didn't pursue that, and I thought, what if I did something independent instead of Netflix? They trying to rob me. I'm gonna start Trapflix. I looked up the name, nobody had it. I bought the trademark, and then I started pursuing a company. God blessed me to find that company. Within 60 days, I had an app out called Trapflix. That's how we started. I put all my movies on there. Thousands of people downloaded it. And then problems came that I probably wouldn't want to say on here, even though it's real juicy. But for the happiness of being Trapflix right now, sitting in my building, knowing that this about to stream on Trapflix Live, you gotta take the good with the bad, you gotta take the up with the down, you gotta take the disappointment of the operation, folding, crashing, and not delivering probably what you thought you was gonna get. So, but I just knew, don't give up on Trapflix. I just gotta find new developers, new engineers. Making software ain't like making no album, boy. You gotta get lucky to meet someone with the actual talent and somebody who's not gonna try to get you and hit you over the head. So that's why I think it took so long, but it feels so good to be in 2024 back up and running, and a place to talk from. Like talking from this right here, it make me feel, I don't know, I definitely feel more valuable, even if it just look like a damn set or whatever, but nah, this is a little different, Fig. This a platform now. You communicating. This is my first real interview right now, so I'm definitely this classic to be talking to my son right here and knowing that when we chop this up, we know we're gonna make it look good, and the people gonna get to hear answers they probably heard before. But you asking me, I think I'm definitely saying it, I guess, easier. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
I think I'm saying it easier.
All right, could you turn the mic down for us a bit? Because I think Choker just told me all can hear.
Okay, well, this is what we do. Let's wrap it up with this set right here, and then we come back.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, much love, man. Shout out to the host right here, Janani. Thank you, brother, for interviewing me. You your own man. Thank you for running Trapflix channels and getting all these happy people, content up there. I know they happy. And this is just part one. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all just stay tuned. Salute.
All right, everybody. Trapflix Live. We got the hottest shit. We got the hottest people.
Come on.
We are out. Peace.
See, I didn't know you was gonna be like a talking behind the scenes computer. Nah,
yeah,
you a talking dude. I was like, wait a minute.